Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we have the 86s at Bathurst. Car number 15 for this one. We are in top split. Let's see how we do. Start this time by now. 2x2 formation coming into the final corner. Where's the leader going to go? There he goes. And the race is underway. He jumps early. Hits straight for the first time now. As the race gets underway officially, as you can see on the left side of the screen. Green lights flashing. As we go down to turn 1, are we going to be able to keep P2? We've got the FedEx entry up the inside and he sends it. We give him the space on this opening lap as we now head up Mountain Straight for the first time. Look how many cars in the slipstream behind us. That's what this race is going to be about. Tuck in behind the car in front for the first lap and get a feel for things. We don't need to do anything silly just yet. Look how many cars are behind. We don't want to lose that many positions on the opening lap as we still feed up Mountain Straight. He goes defensive at Griffin's Bend and we're going to be on the outside for turn 2. As we don't try and do anything risky around the outside this first lap. Approaching the cutting now, and we're side by side almost with the car behind. Is he going to send it up the inside of the cutting? It doesn't look like it. He's going to tuck in the final position. Through the cutting and up the hill we go for the first time. Pretty great start, only dropping that position, but we were up into P2 for a couple of seconds there on the start. As we now go under the tree and up across the top of the hill. Don't want to put in the wall this early yet. Building a gap to the car behind already. Few tenths as we're just trying to stick with the one in front as we go across McPhillamy Park for the first time. On the rev limiter across the whole top of the mountain as we're about to approach Skyline now. Look how much we're gaining on him though. Can we catch him down the hill? Car in front brakes later as you can see, but he goes wide. You can see him going wide now into the dipper. That's going to affect his run. Can we get him down into Forest Elbow? We're going to stick behind him and try and get him down the straight, which would be a smarter option at this point in the race. Into Forest Elbow we go now for the first time. Wider than the car in front. Can we set it up for the chase? It doesn't quite work out and the car behind actually gains a few tenths on us through there. We're just going to try and stick in the car in front slipstream and we will be safe from the car behind for now. As we now go down Conrod for the first time. Look how many cars behind us. 1, 2, 3, 4. All want to pass us and get better positions in this race. As we tuck in still behind P2. Can we get into the chase this time by? I think we're a little too far back at this current stage. First chink at the chase, fastest corner on the race circuit. Going down into the chase now. Look at the two behind. Are they going to make contact with us? No, they're not. As we get to the chase cleanly. Almost to the first lap now. It's been cleaned for sure. Coming down now into Murray's for the first time. Don't think we're going to be able to make a move again. We're just going to have to stick behind him on this first lap. It's only lap 1. We are now going on to lap 2. And P2 runs it a little high on the curb there. And you can see how much time we're getting. We're going side by side now. Second lap into turn 1. Side by side still. Are we going to make the position? We've already made it before the corner, in fact. Clean move into turn 1. We're up to P2 now. Can we hold it? Up the straight we go now for the second time. You can see the leader's already pulling away, but he's not battling anyone. He's just battling himself. Hopefully we can get away from the pack behind and gain some pace and try and catch him. 5-car battle pack for P2, and you can see P3 is right in our bumper. He cannot be any closer to our car in this current stage. As we hold the inside line because we'll have the camber on the inside. Through Griffin, aka turn 2 for the second time, and up the mountain we go. Just looking to see if I need to cover there for a move if he's going to do it at the cutting. I don't think he's close enough for a cutting move at this current stage. As we now approach the cutting, get through there cleanly using all the track and some. Getting a better exit. Can we pull away with this top mountain section? If we get a good run over the top, we won't be as vulnerable down Conrod Straight. As we now go under the tree for the second time. And across the top of the mountain we go. Coming up to the grate now. Do we get a good run through here? Better than most. Now as we go across McPhillamy Park for the second time. Right up to the wall. You can see how much truck we are using. On the rev limiter again across the top of the hill. And down into Skyline for the second time. Only difference this lap from last lap. We are now the P2 car instead of P3. Really good entry into the dipper, but we're not so good out. As you can see, the FedEx car closing just a little bit now as we go into Elbow for the second time. Need a good run out of here because we are the leading car, so we have no slipstream because P1 is pulled away and out of the slipstream at this current stage. A little bit of smoke behind us. Is there rubbing in the background? Yes, there is. With the two behind going side by side. Down Conrod Straight now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-car battle, and there's a 6 just lurking in the distance. They're tucking in behind each other. 6 car there's actually side by side with the blue car as we focus back on ourselves, going down into the chase now. Are they going to send a move? Funny, about to find out the hard way if they do, as we now defend into the chase. And car number 2 there gets right under the rear wing of the FedEx car as we exit the chase, going off of the track just a little bit. 2 wheels off it looks like there. Definitely going to be a 1X, unfortunately, as we go down into Murray's corner for the second time. Slightly defensive at this current stage, and we pull back into line around the final corner, and we are still in P2. We're going to get sent like he did on lap 1, or is he going to tuck in behind us now? We're about to find out. We've now crossed the line, or should I say the standing start line. That one doesn't count, the one before it does, as we're already on lap 3, going up the hill for the 3rd time now. And you can see the leaders just pulling further and further away. Mega run from the car behind. We're now side by side. There's a crash in the distance. In the background, you can see, oh, big one in the background. So much going on the side of lap 3. We're still side by side up Mountain Straight. Who's going to end up on top or on the inside? That means we have the inside and the cambered run into turn 2. Here we go now. Is he going to go swoop around the outside? No, he's not going to be able to. And he just holds it around the outside but loses out to us. And now car number 2 wants to be involved in this battle. We approach the cutting now, and as you can see, we are just ahead of them still, almost side by side. For the 2 behind, they are side by side, maybe. As you can see, going to end up very messy if they try and side by side it all the way across the top of the mountain. As you can see, he's trying again around the outside, but he tucks back in under the tree. The 2 behind start to battle and the gap grows as we now head down into the grate. Very close to the wall and entry. Hopefully not close as exit, and we are just as close to the wall and exit as we now go over to the top of the hill. Approach skyline. The 2 behind actually gained a little bit of time there because they didn't battle as we now descend down the mountain for the 3rd time. This race is so close so far. We don't need to make any mistakes. Currently we are the underdog. Guys behind rated top in the lobby, and here we are in 15. And also at the chase now for the 3rd time as we now want a good run again onto Conrod. We have the track position, but it looks like we're lacking a bit of pace in this part of the race. Not a great situation when you have about 6 cars behind you. Car behind though might save us as he pulls out. He wants P3. It's a side by side run behind into the chase. Who's going to be? The FedEx entry on car number 2. As they still run side by side into the fastest corner on the circuit. Car number 2 gets in front. Is he going to go for a move on us? We're going to go defensive just in case. And then into the heaviest braking zone at the chase. And we still maintain P2 for another lap. But he's going to go down the inside maybe at the final corner. We're going to defend the inside here just in case he wants to try that. And he has to go around the long way. We are side by side into the final corner. It's a 2x2. Look, the cars behind battling as well as we get resolved. And there they resolve, yes they are. You can just see the purple car behind. Started lap 4 now, and car number 2 is very hungry to get past us. He has a little look into turn 1 but tucks back in. He wants to slipstream up Mountain Straight. Pretty even run through turn 1 there for the 2 of us. We've got a little gap as we now run up to Mountain Straight for the 4th time. And the leader is still in the foreground. He's still in the picture. He definitely won't be in the picture for much longer if this battling keeps continuing. And look at the cars behind. They're very hungry. Under the Petters sign now for the 4th time. We're tucked to the inside and we can pull over because he's not going to send a move up. We're now into turn 2 for the 4th time. Look at the gap behind. Just slowly building at some point in the circuit and coming back in the other. We're really just rubber banding back and forth between times right now. Nothing much happened over the top. And as you can see, we just gained a little bit of time, if anything, as we now run down Conrod for the 4th time. And you can see the car behind. He's getting a really good slipstream at this current point. He's going to be definitely in attacking distance by the end of the straight. The only question left to be answered is when is he going to make that move? As we can see, he's still in the slipstream. But here we go. He tucks to the inside now for this first hink of the chase. And we're running side by side into the chase. Who's it going to be? He's already passed us. But look. Here we come. We send it down late on the brakes, up the inside into the chase, and that's positioned back up into P2 again for the 2nd time in this race. As we now just need to hold it on for the last few laps. We go defensive just in case he wants to move around the outside, but he is going to move around the outside. We're still side by side. He's going to get a better run, try and get a switchback into turn 1, but he wasn't able to do it. Last time we hit that curb at the final corner, we got a bad run. Is that going to be the same outcome here as we're now looking to be side by side into turn 1? Car number 2 on the inside. But we managed to hold it side by side around turn 1. And we're now on the inside for turn 2. Tucks in behind us. It doesn't matter now. We just need to try and hold on to this position up the straight. All we need to do is hold the inside line and we should have it into turn 2. It's still into the slipstream. 5 car battle for P2. They're side by side, further back in that pack. And now he's pulled out to the outside. He wants to try and move around the outside. Is it going to be possible? As you can see, side by side, no contact, and he just misses it, trying to over-push the car just that little bit. And there you can see he's just dropping back at the exit of turn 2. The race isn't over yet. The FedEx car wants to be back involved as we go into the cutting now. The long sweeping corner before we try and tuck it to the wall on the inside and try and use all the road on the exit. And you can see just how much the FedEx car gained during the cutting, and he's trying to maybe look under the tree, thinks better wise of it. And he's all over the back of us now, over the top of the mountain. Hopefully he doesn't do anything silly. There's only a few laps to go. We just need to keep this one clean now. We got a little bit defensive across McFinley Park. Almost looking like 3 wide there, but it wasn't. And now we're over the top of the mountain, going down to the skyline. Is he going to send it? He has a little bit of a look. He's getting very dangerous now. Just need to keep composure now as we go into the dipper. Do we get a good exit out of here? It looks like we do for the most part. And he's still in our tail though. Not a single good thing we've shown in this race if we don't get a good result here. Approaching Forest Elbow, tucking it right to the wall. And on the exit, do we hit it? No, we don't. There's contact behind. Looking like the purple car in the background and the number 2 that made a mistake earlier in the lap as we now head down Conrod. Never know how much breathing room you've got here. As we now just want to try and focus on staying in front of the FedEx car. There's a 3-way battle for P2 now. The other 2 have kind of fallen off a little bit as we head under the Fuso sign. And we now head into the chase. There's only a couple laps to go here. We need to make them count. We cover the inside and the 2 behind are racing. Very, very late move for the FedEx car to go defensive there into the chase. But everyone still stays clean and we all exit the chase with no damage. And we go underneath the Armorall Bridge and into the final corner. The side-by-side continues behind, almost 3 wide into the final corner. He thinks of it and tucks back into line because it's still side-by-side for the ones in front of him. And now he's going to have a run up the straight. This is good for us. It's letting us get away now. And you can see, is it going to be too wide into turn 1? Further back, it is going to be. We need to take a stab at the throttle there because we just overpushed. And as you can see now, not a lot left to go. We are down Conrod for the final time and we did manage to pull away from the group behind. We're very spread across this last lap. Into the chase for the final time. Just need to play it safe now. They're too far back to make a move from that part of the track. Now we just come through the chase and go underneath the Armorall Bridge. And we come into the final corner hoping that we can secure this P2 result. We started P3 and now we come around the last corner in top split and we are going to finish in P2. What a result. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm live on Twitch every Monday, Thursday and Friday. If you want to see me live, catch me there. Until next time guys, goodbye.